a random deer just died in our driveway. Not our driveway, in our yard. And we are gonna butcher it. It got hit by a car in the head, so I think most of it's pretty good. We'll see when we cut into it. But yeah, sometimes people ask me, well, what makes you so special that you can find free food? And the answer is, I guess we're just lucky. So here's what we got from our little roadkill deer. I'm thinking it's at least 15 pounds, probably more than that. We just took the back straps and the hams and called it a day, or a night, rather. So, I think it was pretty quick work for what we got. I canned a lot of it. Probably a third of it I canned. And I might can the rest. Not sure. I actually did this last night. So. Alright, so this is my little greenhouse bed. It's November 9th. And this is what it looks like inside. So, what does the thermometer say? The thermometer says about 50 degrees, and it's noon right now. So this is probably one of the warmer times of the day. The lettuce does look a little bit wilted, possibly. The endive patch here is a little bit wilted as well, but it doesn't look frost bitten, as far as there's no brown on the leaves. So I'm going to continue to use these things. I put some plastic over my kale patch here just to keep it, I guess to try to keep the frost off a little longer, but you can see here it's kind of limp because it did get hit with some frost. I'm still going to use it. It's still nice. It's just not quite as nice as it was before. And you can see the Swiss chard is holding out. Again, some of them look kind of floppy, but they're definitely still usable. So here's some endive, or endives, I don't know how you say that, from my little greenhouse bed. It's not really my favorite green. You're supposed to blanch it. And the way you do that is you tie a rubber band or something around it so the plant doesn't have access to sunlight, and then it gets white. So like I did that with some of mine. I don't think I tied it tight enough though, because only a little bit turned out blanched. And this stuff is actually good. It tastes like iceberg lettuce. But then the greener parts, which is most of this, tastes very similar to dandelion greens. So I feel like if you're not gonna blanch this, you might as well save yourself the trouble of growing it and just pick dandelion greens. So here we've got a mixture of endive, apple, diced apple, onion, and chicken breast. And I'm going to show you in a minute how I decided on that combination. I think I'll just put this in a wrap, or wraps for us, maybe with, I don't know, mayonnaise or sour cream. I got a pomegranate this week at the grocery store. They were on sale, and I had a coupon, so I think this one was $1.40 or $1.50. And because our garden produce is kind of getting scarce, I picked some kale from the garden today. I don't know if you can see that. It still has frost on it. So, yeah, I'm buying a little more produce now. These, they kind of have a limited season, and they take a lot of time to prepare. You have to pick out the little seeds, which are actually called arils. I believe that's how you say it. I've never actually heard anyone say it. So I got, half of it done already. It's taken me probably a good 7 minutes though, so yeah, there's probably a reason why they're not available year round. It's more of a seasonal thing. But I think I probably have maybe 3/4 cup of fruit in here. So there might be another 1/2 cup in that part. Here are all of the pomegranate arils. There's my scraps. I measured it and I got about 1.5 cups. So that's actually a lot better than I thought would be in there. And for $1 something, I'm gonna call this a good deal. I know they've got some at Aldi this week for $1.20, I think. So yeah, run out and get yourself some pomegranates. Celebrate the season.